Hello guys. I'm in my desk chair that's supposed to be in my desk, but speaking of Lucas, I need to order the walking desk again so I can get rid of that desk.
Yeah, I thought you already had one.
No, it never came.
Oh, okay. We'll reorder that.
So this is just in my closet, this chair. But yeah, we're filming a year workout.
Yes.
Today. We're filming your workout, upper body workout. Which one are we doing?
Delts and arms.
Really?
Yeah.
This is such a bro workout.
Yeah, it is.
Patrick said my forearms need to just chill. Is he gonna say hi?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Do you have any words to say?
I'm back.
I said I'm back.
Yeah, my vacation's over.
Yeah.
How was Christmas vacation?
It was good. It was cold.
Where'd you go?
Pennsylvania.
That's nice. Did you have a good Christmas with your family?
Phenomenal.
Did you train legs? Nope.
How many times did you train legs since you went home?
I can't remember.
Plus or minus 3.
That's a good over-under.
That's a good over-under.
We'll put that out, yeah.
We're going to go with the under.
Yeah.
But guess what? The Lions won today.
They
That's
did.
right. You guys always talk smack about, oh, the Detroit Lions suck. No, they just needed time.
They have sucked for 32 years.
Okay, we have sucked for a long time, but sometimes we all just need time. Okay?
All right.
So we're gonna
Miranda.
eat. Oh, and there's no orange sauce. Also, the orange vinaigrette, it's non-existent. Every single time I order Chipotle, it's never fucking here. Can you do like the eat?
Or your fucks?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, why even have that on the website if you're not gonna have it? And what is the problem? Is it the laziness? Because I feel like everyone at Chipotle, every time, maybe someone that works at Chipotle can help me out a little bit. Whoops. Is it a lot to make? Is it hard?
I feel like they just pour it out of a bottle.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, I don't understand what the problem is. Like, why do you not have it? I don't want to eat this with this. This is fattening. I mean, the other thing's fattening too, but like, I wanted the other shit, you know? Like, I'm just annoyed. And then we have to go, now we're filming YouTube, and I'm now going to be like, I'm annoyed, so.
Now Miranda's in a bad mood.
And this is why I don't trust Lucas to get the food, because I know that he takes no for an answer, and I do not. That's the difference between me and you. All right, I would say, Caden, thank you for blessing us with your appearance today, because you not only, make me feel like, well, it's been 10 years since I've been in college. Or has it been 10 years?
No.
No. How long is it? 7?
6?
6.
7, I don't know.
Okay. It's refreshing, to hear his stories, things that he talks about. So I guess my question to you, Lucas, would be, did you ever talk to people's friends when you were interested in them in college?
Did you really? So wait, you made me turn on the camera to ask me that question?
Yeah, did you ever ask anyone else's friends if you were interested? Or did you talk to them instead?
So you did this on purpose to embarrass me on camera? Miranda?
We're doing a lot of self-reflection. Okay. Is this?
Yeah, I talked to your entire dance team.
That's it. Thank you. I really look like a fat ass now that I'm looking at this. I feel like I really look like I snack a lot. Would you say it looks like I snack a lot?
Yeah. Looks like you have a bunch of kids.
Huh?
Looks like you have a bunch of kids.
You think kids only eat fruit rolls?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm a kid, because I look at, I haven't even eaten these yet. Oh, shit. I'm bringing these with me to the gym.
Nice.
It's like candy, but
healthy.
Yeah. It's not as toxic as this. Right? It's not as toxic as these, but it's still sugar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm excited for these. These are the smaller ones. Let me see if the carbs are the same. Oh, they're less. No, they're not. It's the same. Why is this smaller than the other ones are the same?
I don't know.
The fruit by the foot is the same kind of carbs.
I don't know.
Huh. Yeah, my mom used to go to Costco, and I used to eat, I think at one point I ate 12 fruit roll-ups in a row. And I was buying this in bulk, Miranda, not so that you can eat them all.
Yeah.
These are your prizes. I already drank the red berry one. It was really good. But I'm gonna do the orange squeeze.
Oh, then I'm doing that citrus lime one.
Do you think this one tastes like Mountain Dew?
I hope so.
I have a feeling it's either that or it's either gonna taste like lemon and lime water.
We'll figure out.
This is progress. We're not going to the gym at 1 a.m. We're just gonna get done at that time.
That's better than normal.
It is. Well, see, we're making progress. See, Lucas, it's not all about, abruptly changing, right? We have to appreciate people's small effort because no one's perfect. Right, Lucas?
Why am I getting trolled so
I'm not.
much?
I'm just, right,
Yes, Miranda.
And look at how beautiful Selena Gomez is. Like, how do you not look at her and just go, wow. Wow. I haven't unboxed this yet, but she's so pretty. Oh, I forgot.
You got us. You sent us to your car and then left us out in the cold for 10 minutes.
Oh, sorry. I forgot. Well, one, I forgot it's light, and two, is it light?
Yeah.
It's light.
Alright, we got the Ghost Kiwi Strawberry. It's like a juice. Tastes like a juice. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's like a high 8. 8, 7.
Okay, I'm about to try the Ghost Lemon Lime Hydration. I actually really like the pre-workout and the energy drink of this flavor, so I chose this one on purpose. Okay, Miranda, it's not Mountain Dew. It's more of like a Sprite flavor. But it's kind of watered down juicy. It's like a juicy Sprite flavor. 9.
So this is the Ghost Hydration. Basically, it's similar to Gatorade. It's no caffeine. It's not a pre-workout. You're not gonna want to itch your face off. It's just literally electrolytes.
Good. She's trying orange squeeze, everyone.
Kind of tastes like Sunny D.
Sunny D.
Yeah, I kind of fuck with it.
Rated out of 10.
Hold on, let me do another one. I give this a 9. Red berry for me is 10 out of 10.
Red berry?
Yeah.
And that's Sour
my-
Patch flavor.
Yeah, that's my favorite flavor.
Okay.
It's really good.
Code Miranda saves 20%.
So this is pump and it's no flavoring. Because sometimes when you start mixing all the flavors together, it just really tastes like ass. So I try to stick to so it's not good. I hate when it gets on the outside. Yeah. Well, Lucas is actually gonna dry scoop this, so. Oh, that was a good catch. It's almost like you played football.
All right, I'm gonna dry scoop the pump. This is the natty flavor, so there is no flavor because we're natty. Oh, it's gonna be disgusting.
Can you not heavily breathe on it? Like that's gross. Oh, all right. So that's exactly what I didn't want you to do. Why are you doing that? Like it's like Listerine.
It's chalky. That does not dry scoop well. Oh my God, no, it does not. I do not recommend. Yeah. I feel like spit out chalk right now. Have you ever eaten chalk?
I mean, so
Was it by choice?
my mom made me do it.
All right.
So I was a bad girl.
All right, so here I am going to be warming up. Again, we're just keeping it very light. We don't do anything crazy when it comes to the warm up. We just like to honestly get warmed up. So I'm doing external rotation. This is really good for rear delts and honestly just getting your shoulders warmed up. And then I actually had to doing a rear delt. So one of my biggest focuses, I would say in the last year, has been to improve my rear delts, and just making sure that they're actually warmed up and like ready to go is very key for me because my traps just take over everything. And then I head to the tricep, and I just again, I'm just doing very lightweight on the cable. Lucas honestly helps me and reminds me that I need to keep my elbows a little bit more in front of me and like a little bit tighter. So I'm gonna try to work on that throughout this workout. And then last but not least, bicep curl. Again, we're just using a straight bar on the cable here. I'm going a little bit lighter. I feel everything
very much so to the point where I just did 15 reps and I literally have a bicep up.
So for our first movement of the day, we're gonna have a machine rear delt fly. I really like to use Miranda as the example for showing this movement because I think she executes this very well. So the first thing she's gonna do, she's gonna pull down and engage her lats. Once her lats are engaged, she's then gonna begin the movement. So as she begins with her lats engaged, this is gonna keep her traps from shrugging up. So she's not over engaging the traps as she executes. The goal is maximizing rear delt engagement while minimizing the trap. Again, you're not taking the trap out of the movement. You can't just like not have muscles work in a movement that they're supposed to work in. The goal is just to maximize where she's feeling it, which is her rear delts. Okay, so the second exercise in today's workout is a tricep machine pushdown. This is actually probably my favorite tricep movement right now to overload on. I like it because I'm able to control the range of motion through a fixed place versus having to stabilize with free weights. So for me, I really focus on having good tricep engagement. For someone like Miranda, you're gonna notice how she leans a little bit more forward and she's focused more on using her chest. But when I'm executing this, you're gonna notice my hips are tucked to the back of the seat, my chest is vertical, and I'm working the range of motion, keeping my elbows tight, letting my elbows drive back. So I'll show you guys real quick. So hips are tucked to the back, feet are tucked, core is tight, and I'm keeping my elbows tight and I'm driving down, controlling up. Notice I keep my chest up, I'm not leaning forward, my hip stays tucked back, and I'm driving through my elbows. That is the whole goal of this movement. Good tricep activation.
So here we have the shoulder press, and if you guys notice, I don't know if you guys are like an OG follower, but Lucas has the original no soft shit shirt on, and he of course had to cut it, and not only cut it, but he had to make sure that his nipples were able to come out of it, because that's how he does it around here. So yeah. Also, we are releasing a shirt soon, so stay tuned when we finally can get the content for it. You'll notice like throughout this movement when he does it, he's actually really keeping his lats pushed down. He's actually bracing his core, and he's doing a really good job at keeping it controlled. And I also know that he can actually control this weight because there's no other weights for him to use besides this right now. So he's just moving this weight very easily.
So a couple things that you can notice during the set. When I'm doing the negative, I really focus on how the dumbbell stacks my shoulder. So the dumbbell's not out here, the dumbbell's not in here. The dumbbell is stacked where my wrist is a little bit outside, but it's evenly distributed where I have the most stability. Because if I move it out here, I'm putting more stress on my delt and you're gonna hurt yourself.
So would you say that you don't do it like, I'm not saying because like you do it more like I would say here.
So I don't tuck my elbows. That's the one thing you will see. So
why do you not do that?
For me personally, when I actually tuck my elbows, I feel my chest engage more, which is really weird.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are always like, Miranda just joked with me. She's like, you're incline pressing it.
I was just kidding.
No, I know you were, but it's a good point because I don't feel it in my chest. I feel my shoulder presses all in my delts.
Yeah.
When I move it up here, you'll notice like my pec turns on. I don't know why. I have overactive pecs. So I can't, if I bring my elbows in, it's more of an incline. So you'll see me more out here on the movements.
Yeah.
Where someone like Miranda, she is going to tuck her elbows a little bit more and she's gonna keep more of a fluid motion. The difference in the shoulder press really just stems on the person. It's not right or wrong to do it either way. It's where you feel it best.
Yeah.
So if you feel it best how you're doing it and someone says, hey, your thigh's wrong, tell them to go fuck themselves.
So you'll notice too, like I do actually do the same thing where when I'm actually sitting, I pull my lats down and I actually almost, I would say, push my chest out because I actually want to make sure that I can actually get like a really like fluid and deep range of motion when I do the shoulder press.
It also stabilizes your shoulder and the press more when you do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's important to know that doing it like that is not wrong. And again, if you don't like to do it like that, that's fine. I like to use my back in a lot of my movements because I think that my back is honestly very strong and again helps me stabilize not only my core, but it also makes me, I would say, feel this more again in my actual delt.
All right, so the next movement we have is a dumbbell hammer curl. The really big things to notice with Miranda is she looks jacked and she has cool bicep bands right now. But besides that, you're gonna notice that her core is really engaged. So a cue I give her when she's doing that is to think about engaging your obliques. So belly button to spine, flex core, and feel those obliques engage. As she's curling, she's pulling her lats down. She's engaging her lats, engaging her core, and she's curling her forearm to her bicep. That is the goal, range of motion every rep. And then she's just making it look fucking cool doing it, that's all. Good set.
All right, so here we have the side raise, and I'm not going to completely change how he's doing it, but I'm going to give cues along the way because I think it's important that everyone is not going to be doing movements how I would say like Lucas and I do them. And it's important to still allow someone to do exercises the way that they choose to do it without trying to change everything. So I would say some cues to remember for a side raise would be pulling your lats down. That's going to be like the most important thing for me personally, is like just not allowing like personally like my traps to take over. And I would say again to like bracing your core throughout the movement. We talk a lot about bracing on YouTube with these exercises because it's actually very important when it comes to movements that are challenging, movements that are not challenging. Even in the last video that we did when I was getting a massage, we were actually discussing in there that my core actually might be a little bit more weak compared to the rest of my body. And that's actually an indicator for me that I actually need to strengthen my core and also brace my core a little bit more on movements, like for example, even like a side raise. When you do this movement, I noticed that you have like a little bit of like a knee bend. Can you explain like maybe why you do that?
So I usually do them seated.
Okay.
Because I like, I feel like it's easier to, when I start to get tired, can start to like get a little bit of momentum.
Yeah.
But it's still like working my shoulders. So I'd always do them standing.
Yeah. This is actually a very important thing too, you guys, because I think that when we get used to doing movements in the same pattern, in the same way, in the same fashion every time, I think that it actually causes us to struggle with adapting to newer ways of doing movements or just having a different way of doing it. So this is actually a good thing to talk about right now, because there's a million different ways to do, different things. We could do a side raise machine. We could be doing it seated, standing. I could be doing it like more like here. I mean, I could do it, he did it more of like a kind of like a T kind of a thing. There's many different ways to do this movement, and it's not about right or wrong. We can't continue to, I would say, like want to be better and then just stick to the same stuff. We gotta like adapt. And it's important for, us in the gym, like if you are helping your friend or your brother or your wife or, what have you, it's important to understand that just because you understand something doesn't mean that someone else is, and they're not maybe going to take it like that. So just kind of be kind about how you're going about giving someone feedback, because in the midst of you trying to help someone, you could actually really hurt their feelings. So just kind of be aware of that.
All right, so we're in the last superset right now. We got 3 movements. We got a dumbbell lying tricep extension, a cable bicep curl, and a dumbbell bent over rear delt fly. The first thing we're gonna do is the dumbbell tricep extension. So I love this movement. It's probably my favorite movement. Skull crushers, since I've been a freshman in high school, has been a movement that I really do a lot, and it's made my triceps honestly extremely strong. So the big thing here is we're mimicking a bench press position. So I have really good scapular retraction. My feet are screwed in the ground. I'm in a very strong foundation. My elbows stay vertical as I'm executing this movement, and I'm working on full range of motion. So like I'm going as deep as I can every rep, and every rep at the top, I'm focused on engaging and flexing my tricep.
All right, we have the rear delt here. You're gonna notice that Lucas is hinging, and what I mean by hinging is, he's not just bent over, has a slight knee bend, but he's also sitting back in his heels, kind of like he would do like an RDL. And he's basically pulling his lats down and back. He's not shrugging his traps. And did you just hit the bench? Yep, you did. And you'll notice too, like he's actually bringing his arms in like more of a Y position. So he's not bringing the dumbbells more vertical. He's actually going on like a 45-degree angle to really target that rear delt. Looks good though. You missed some hairs back there when you were shaving, but otherwise it's a pretty good solid exercise.
All right, so here we got a bicep curl here with Lucas. Quick question to start. Are we going light or heavy on this?
So with bicep curls, I actually prefer to go more moderate to intermediate weight. So not too light, but not too heavy, because I find I get the best progress and growth hitting like that 8 to 15 rep range, but I'm hitting failure. So right now we're about to go a little more volume.
So as we can see, his arms are locked in. Other than the movement down and up, his arms aren't moving at all. Slow and controlled all the way down. 3-second negative. While he's doing this, he's engaging his core. I like to lean back a little bit. It helps me engage my core a little bit more, but that's all preference.
So when you say you like to lean back, so you're talking about you're more here then when you're doing it. Now when you lean back, are you still tucking your elbows forward, or are you keeping your elbows more tucked?
I keep them tucked. I feel like leaning back helps me kind of lock my shoulders in a place, and then I can get 8 to 10 reps, and like even when I'm fatigued, my shoulders are still locked in place.
When you are doing your curl, where do you feel you're in your bicep? Like when you're doing it like here, do you feel it more up here, here, here?
I would say like in the top, like right on the outside.
So you're like here.
Yeah.
So I'm asking him these questions because there's different types of curls. So the way I executed my curl, we're gonna have our elbows more forward. Elbows more forward, you're gonna be able to work that entire bicep length as a whole, and you're gonna isolate it better. Tucking it back, you're gonna be able to lift more weight. It's also called a drag curl. So a drag curl is when you're keeping your elbows tight and you're kind of using a shorter range of motion while maximizing the contraction of the bicep. So the way Caden likes to execute it, again, is not wrong. It's just more of a drag curl variation, where the way I'm executing it, it's a little bit more focused on bicep engagement as a whole in developing the look I want. Again, I'm 28, Caden's still in college. So there's a difference of age where I'm not training the same way as Caden is. So you're gonna notice form, how we lift changes. Because as you get older, you're not trying to just lift heavy and lift a bunch of weight. You're focusing on what you lack. And for me personally, I've always felt like I've had small arms. I don't know if that's like still the case, because like again, me looking at myself, but like biceps and delts were things I've really hammered for years. So it's very important to me how I lift and program those movements, because I wanted to grow those movements the most. Where for like someone like Miranda, it's more of like the back delt tricep right now. We're like, that's like where we really try to focus our upper body. Hope that makes sense.
All right, we just finished this workout, and I just went in the mirror and did like some funny, well, not funny, but just like posing stuff. I try to do a lot of different content now on TikTok, so make sure you guys follow me there, because I will be posting a lot of like skincare and makeup and any glam and stuff that we do. A lot of the content will be there, especially if it's like short. And yeah, this is the video for today. This is Lucas's workout, so I want to make sure that we all know this is not Miranda's workout from Miranda's program. This is Lucas's workout from Lucas's program. And Caden was blessing our presence today, and we are grateful for him and his help, because he does help with Lucas and filming, and Lucas was cool enough to get like a stabilizer now, so like that's good. So a lot of the comments that you guys say about the camera shaking, we're fixing that. We're hearing you, and we're trying to make the content better than ever. And it's it's Monday morning at 2 o'clock in the morning. This is better than 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m. You know, like we're making improvements here. Like that's all that matters. And I still needed to do laundry when I get home because I have no help. So we're closing the video now. Thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate you guys so much. Bye.